just on my way home from fishing. But I wanted to take an opportunity to make a little video to talk about my long distance relationship with Eden, also known as Sandy. I met her because a mutual friend of ours, Nellie Steele, had a live stream going one day, and I stopped by. I was working and I was driving, like I usually am driving. And Nellie and her cousin Mary were talking, and I joined the conversation. And we started talking and laughing about different things, and somehow the fact that I was single came up. And she said that she knew a girl, a woman, and she showed me Eden's picture. And let me tell you, right away I was, wow, look at how pretty she is. She's beautiful. So I said, well, Nellie, I want to talk to her. So she gave Eden my email address, and Eden emailed me. I would say the rest is history, but there's quite a lot to this story, because while we started off on email, within the first day or so we were using WhatsApp, chatting, and I think we even sent pictures back and forth on that first day. Actually, I know we did. So over the course of a couple of weeks, we talked on the phone, we chatted, sent pictures, and it was pretty clear from the very beginning that we had the same goals in life: to take care of our families, to work hard, to spend the rest of our lives with somebody that we loved. And it was pretty clear to me from the very beginning that Eden was definitely the woman that I wanted to do that. So from there, it kind of developed into more. When I first started talking to Eden, her boss was pregnant. So her and I every night would have long conversations, and she would fall asleep talking to me, and she would say, is it okay if I close my eyes? Can I close my eyes? And I was like, you don't need my permission, just go to sleep, honey. If you're tired, go to sleep. Well, exactly 1 month after the day we first started talking, the baby was born. Let me tell you, that changed everything. Because now, not only is she a full-time worker, she's basically a full-time mom to this little baby. And he takes up a lot of energy. He may be the most spoiled baby there ever has been in the world. He certainly does not like to sleep unless he's being held, which is ridiculous. But whatever. Anyway, in the very beginning, it was February. It was cold. The baby was born in March. Even before the baby was cold, before he was born, I mean, Eden would tell me how much she was cold. It was wintertime. And I decided that I wanted to send her something to make her think about me when she was cold. I wanted to send her something that could be like a hug. I could wrap my arms around her even though we were 6,600 miles away. So I sent her a sweatshirt from my state, Michigan. Not only from my state, Michigan, but from my university. From the university I earned my master's degree from. The University of Michigan. So and yellow happens to be her favorite color, so maize and blue. Hail to the victors, valiant, hail to the victors. I sent her a sweatshirt. Of course, what happened? COVID. Not only did COVID happen here in America, it happened in Kuwait. And not only did it happen in Kuwait, it happened to Eden. Eden actually came down with COVID. And that was a very scary thing for me because of what I do for a living. I know how deadly COVID can be. I know how dangerous COVID is, and I know how scary it is when you have it. Thankfully, Eden is strong and healthy, and she had no problems. I know she was sick for a couple of weeks and didn't feel real well, but she didn't have too bad of a deal with it. So Eden went to the Corona Village. I used to tease her quite a bit. I would call her Cove-Eden, Corona Queen. But she was at Corona Village. Her and I actually had a lot more time to talk because she didn't have to work. Well, at least not as much. She didn't have as much cleaning to do. So we would talk, and we got to know each other really well there. Along about time her birthday came along, she was home again. I sent her some flowers, and she was so excited. I was actually a little surprised at how excited she was about those flowers. So another month later, and I sent her some more flowers. And in September, the beginning of September, I had already made up my mind, and we had talked a little bit about a future together, but we finally decided that we do have a future together. So Eden had a day off, and she went out and she picked a ring, and it was a bit of a struggle to pay for it, not money-wise, but just to get money to Kuwait. Who would think it's hard to send money to people? I wanted to give these people money, and they didn't want it. They couldn't figure out how to get it to them. So, of course, that caused a little bit of stress, but we got it worked out. And now Eden has a beautiful ring that she picked out, and she is now my future wife, and I love her very much. I can't wait to meet her family in person. I've talked to them on the phone. I can't wait to see them in person, and I can't wait to go visit the Philippines. And I can't wait for her to come to America and meet my family and start a life together. I'm probably missing a lot that Eden wanted me to say to everyone, but the most important thing is her and I work hard to communicate. I get cranky. She gets cranky, believe it or not. What a beautiful woman. How could she possibly get cranky, right? Trust me, she gets cranky. And I love her. I know she loves me. So maybe in a year, if things work out, we will have a wedding in the Philippines. And then soon after that, hopefully, she'll come to America. And we'll probably have another wedding in America so my family can be there. So we'll see. Eden, I love you. I love you. I love you. My honey bunny. The most beautiful woman I know. I love you so much. Thank you for wanting to spend your life with me and share my future. I hope that this video finds you happy and it finds you excited about a future together. I love you. Bye.
I'm engaged to John Howell. I love you, hon. Bye.